wake up to the quiet. The echoes of last night still linger. I try to smile, but it fades, and the cracks show under my skin. Every step feels heavy, every breath feels slow. I'm trying to find the pieces of the me I used to know. Healing isn't linear. It's a storm I can't control. Tears fall like rivers, but I'm learning to let them go. Some days I'm broken, some days I'm fine, but I keep on moving, even if I fall behind. See the world through hazy eyes, colors fade and shadows rise. I tell myself it's just a phase, but my heart feels like a maze. Every thought's a battle, every night feels long. I'm searching for the sunlight in the places I don't belong. Healing isn't linear. It's a storm I can't control. Tears fall like rivers, but I'm learning to let them go. Some days I'm broken, some days I'm fine, but I keep on moving, even if I fall behind. I whisper to myself, it's okay, even if my world's in gray. One day the clouds will break, and I'll find the love I can't forsake. Healing isn't linear. It's a storm I can't control. Tears fall like rivers, but I'm learning to let them go. Some days I'm broken, some days I'm fine. I keep on moving, one heartbeat at a time. I stare at my reflection, but I don't recognize her eyes. She smiles like she's okay, but that's just another lie. I wear the words you gave me like a coat that doesn't fit, trying to be everything. But I'm tired of pretending this. I used to know my heartbeat, used to know my name. Now every step I'm taking feels like I'm lost again. I don't know who I am now. I don't know where I belong. I've been holding all these pieces, but I don't know which ones are wrong. I changed myself for love. I changed myself for pain. Now I'm standing in the silence, and I don't know who I am. I hear my voice inside me, but it's softer than before. I gave my light away, left it lying on your floor. I followed every shadow, thinking it would lead me home, but I walked so far from myself. Now I'm here alone. I miss the girl I used to be, before I broke inside, before I learned to hide the truth and swallow all my pride. I don't know who I am now. I don't know where I belong. I've been holding all these memories, and they've been hurting for so long. I've been until I shattered, just to make you stay. Now I'm standing in the mirror, and I don't know who I am. Maybe I don't need the answers. Maybe I don't need a name. Maybe I'm allowed to be broken while I learn to heal again. If I'm lost, I'll keep on breathing. If I'm weak, I'll still be brave. Even in this darkest moment, I believe I'll find my way. So I don't know who I am now, but I know I'm still alive. I still feel my heart beating, even when I cry. I don't have all the answers. I don't know who I'll become, but maybe not knowing means my journey's just begun. I'll find out who I am now, but I'm learning day by day. I'll pick up all the pieces that I gave away. I'll love myself in silence. I'll heal in my own time. I don't know who I am now, but someday I'll be fine. I don't know who I am now, but I'm still here, and that's enough. They ask me how I've been these days, if I'm okay, if I'm the same. I smile like nothing ever changed, like your name doesn't shake me. Your photos don't live on my phone, but they still live inside my bones. I learned to answer I'm alright, even when that's a lie. I don't bring you up in conversation. I don't say what you meant to me. Some truths are easier to carry when they're buried quietly. I don't talk about you, but you live in my chest. avoid the places we once knew, take longer roads to make it through. I laugh a little louder now, so no one asks me how. They think I moved on just fine, like you were easy to leave behind. But healing doesn't make a sound, it just happens underground. I change the subject every time. Your shadow crosses my mind. I don't explain the missing pair, I just protect my heart. Touch. You were never just a phase, you were more than I could say. So I keep you locked inside, where the tears don't fall outside. I don't talk about you, but you changed your mind. You were never just someone, you were part of my plan. I don't talk about you, but that doesn't mean you're gone. It just means I'm learning how to carry on. So if I seem quiet when your name appears, it's not because you disappeared, I just don't talk about you to survive this truth. I remember the silence before your name, a quiet heart, untouched by pain. You came like light through a broken door, promised me something I never had before. Your laugh felt warm, your eyes felt true. Every small dream somehow led to you. We talked for hours, lost track of time. I thought forever was already mine. But moments fade like photographs, the colors run, the truth collapses. Now I'm standing here alone, trying to remember what felt like home. I forgot how we began. Was it love or just a plan? Did we follow, did we pretend that we were more than just the end? Now all I know is who I am after losing you again. I forgot how we began, but I remember how it ends. We built a hope on fragile ground, ignored the cracks, ignored the sound. Every I'm fine was a quiet scream, every promise felt in between. You stopped looking when I cried, I stopped asking you to try. We slept so close yet felt so far, two lonely souls under the same stars. I replay words we never said, all the nights we went to bed with heavy hearts and open eyes, afraid to face the truth we hide. I forgot how we began. Was it fate or just a chance? Did we love or just depend on the fear of being alone again? Now all I know is who I am. When your ghost still holds my hand, I forgot how we began, but I remember how it ends. If I could go back to the start, would I still give you my heart, or would I walk the other way, save myself from all this pain? Love shouldn't feel like losing it, or praying someone finally cares. But I stayed and you stayed too, until staying broke us through. I forgot how we began, but I remember we were scared. Every tear, every broken plan, every wish made in the dark. Now I'm learning how to stand without reaching for your hand. I forgot how we began, but I survived how it ends. So this is me, letting go of a story I outgrew. I may forget the start someday, but I'll remember I made it through. I gave you all my daylight, saved nothing for the night. I made your world my purpose, forgot what made me shine. I bent till I broke myself, just to keep you close. I lost the parts of who I was that mattered the most. I thought that love meant sacrifice, I thought that pain was proof. I didn't know that losing me was the cost of loving you. I lost myself loving you, somewhere between your needs. I became everything for you, and nothing left for me. I gave my voice, my dreams, my truth to make your world feel right. I lost myself loving you, and didn't see the fight. I wore your doubts like armor, your fears became my own. I stayed when I was hurting, just so you wouldn't feel alone. I erased my reflection to fit inside your life. I called it understanding, but it felt like a quiet goodbye. You never asked me to disappear, but I did it anyway. I thought love meant staying small, so you wouldn't walk away. I lost myself loving you, trying to be enough. I the silence after goodbye, I heard my own name. I don't regret the loving, I regret the cost, but I'm picking up the pieces of the girl I lost. I lost myself loving you, but I'm finding her again. Every tear, every moment is teaching me to stand. I love with open boundaries, I love without losing who I am. I lost myself loving you, but this is where I begin. I lost myself loving you, but I found my way back home. I whisper love in lowercase, you shouted nothing back. I read between your silences, ignored the things you lacked. I typed your name in every thought, pressed send on all my fears. You read my heart undelivered, left me waiting here. I softened every truth I felt so you wouldn't run away. But loving you meant breaking me a little more each day. I loved you in all caps, no space, no doubt, no shame, while you replied in maybes like love was just a game. I gave you all my feelings, you gave me just enough. I loved you in all caps. You loved me lowercase love. I stayed when I should have left, I hoped when hope was gone. I turned your mixed up signals into reasons to hold on. You said you weren't ready, but you liked me by your side. I called it complicated, but it felt like I was blind. You never said forever, but I heard it anyway. I built a future in my head, you erased it every day. I loved you in all caps, I screamed it in my soul. You loved me with conditions, I loved you with control. I fought for every moment while you stayed halfway. I loved you in all caps. You loved me in gray, maybe loving louder doesn't make it real. Maybe hearts don't match the effort that they're told to feel. I mistook your silence for something deep and true, but silence isn't love, it's just the absence of you. So I loved you in all caps, you read me on mute. I poured poured out every emotion. You never followed through. I don't regret the loving, I regret the delay of leaving someone who never stayed. I loved you in all caps, with everything I had. I made you my whole sentence. You made me feel too much. I'll never shrink my heart again, just to be enough. I loved you in all caps. That was real love. Next time I love, it won't be one-sided proof. I'll love in all caps again, just not with you. I knew the love was fading out. I felt it every time you doubt. Your eyes were somewhere far from me, like you were already leaving. We talk less, touch less too. Still I held on to you. I told myself it's just a phase, but my heart knew better days. I stayed when words began to break, when every promise started to shake. Not because I didn't see, but because of what we used to be. I stayed for the memories, for the way you once loved me, for the nights we couldn't sleep, laughing at nothing, just you and me. I stayed though it was hurting, though my heart was quietly burning. I knew you were already gone. I stayed for the memories. Your silence spoke louder than fights. I cried alone most of the nights. You said I'm tired, I said me too, but only one of us was true. I watched you slowly let me go, while I was scared to be alone. I loved the past more than the now. That's why I didn't walk away somehow. I kept replaying what we had, every good time, every laugh. I chose the ghost of who you were over the truth that hurts. I stayed for the memories, for the love you used to give me, for the dreams we couldn't keep, but I still refused to leave. I stayed though it was ending, though my soul was barely breathing. I knew the story was done. I stayed for the memories. Maybe leaving would have hurt less, maybe staying was a mess, but love isn't always brave. Sometimes it's scared of change. I thought if I just held on tight, you'd come back to me someday. But people don't return the same, and time doesn't wait. I stay was empty and new, no trace left of me and you. I'll thank the past and set it free. I stayed for the memories. You didn't slam the door when you left. You just stopped looking at me the same. Your words grew shorter, your touch grew cold, like love was something you couldn't hold. I felt it coming before you said, in the spaces between what was left. You stayed, but your heart was gone, and I was loving alone. Every goodbye was quiet at first, just one more silence that started to hurt. You were already halfway through, leaving me while I still held you. I still feel you leaving. Every time the room goes still, every time I reach for you and remember that I can't anymore. I still feel you leaving, like it's happening again, even now long after you're gone. I still feel you leaving. We slept in the same old bed, but I cried with my eyes open. You faced away, I faced the truth, that love was slowly breaking loose. You said you needed time to think, I needed you to stay with me. I waited while you slipped away, a little more each day. I learned the sound of fading hearts, how endings start before they start. You never had to say goodbye, your distance said it every night. I still feel you leaving, in the echo of your voice, in every memory I didn't choose, but still can't avoid. I still feel you leaving, like I'm standing in a late place, watching you walk out slowly at your own quiet pace. Maybe I loved you past the end, past the point where we could end. I held on tight while you let go, afraid of facing life alone. If love fades softly, not with fire, then why does it still burn inside? I tell myself I'll be okay, but healing isn't fast or straight. I still feel you leaving, but I'm learning how to stay in a life that doesn't need you to get through another day. I still feel you leaving, but it hurts a little less every time I choose myself instead of what we were back then. One day I won't replay that scene of you becoming a memory. Till then I'll breathe, I'll keep believing, even if I still feel you leaving. I watch the rain fall down the window pane, each drop a memory of your name. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd fight, but now I'm left alone tonight. Every whisper of your voice haunts me like I have no choice. I reach for you, but you're not there. Just an echo in the air. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd care, I thought forever was ours to share. Now the silence cuts me deep. I can't find the peace I seek. I keep the pictures worn and torn, every smile, every scorn. I thought love could never fade, but here I am in the shadows you made. Every promise, every lie, I replay them and I cry. I try to let go, but I can't see a world where you're not part of me. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd care, I thought forever was ours to share. Now the silence cuts me deep. I can't find the peace I seek. Maybe one day I'll understand why love slips right through my hands. But tonight I let the tears fall free, a lonely song, just you and me. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd care, I thought forever was ours to share. Now the silence cuts me deep. I can't find the peace I seek. I thought you'd stay, I thought you'd stay. I smile when people ask my name, like everything inside's okay. But every step I take alone feels heavier than what I show. I thought I'd learn to let you go, but memories move real slow. Your voice still lives inside my head, saying things you never said. I tell myself I'll be alright, that time will fix this over time. But every night packed away our broken plans, left fingerprints on what we had. I keep pretending I've moved on, but my heart still knows your song. You said goodbye like it was light, like it didn't change my life. I replay moments I can't fix, still hoping you exist. I see your name in strangers' eyes, in half-forgotten lullabies. I hate how much it still affects the way my heart connects. I wish this hurt less. I wish I was free from loving someone who let go of me. I don't cry, but I still ache. Every promise you didn't take. I'm trying my best to move through. I just wish this hurt less than it do. Maybe pain is part of love. Maybe this is growing up. I gave my all, I gave too much. Now I'm learning how to trust. Healing means I feel it all. Then I won't run, I won't fall. But tonight I'll let myself confess, I really wish this hurt less. I wish this hurt less, but I'll survive. I still hurt, I'm still alive. I learned to stand on my own 2 feet. Even when missing you breaks me, I'll find my way, I always do. I just wish this hurt less going through. One day this pain won't know my name. One day my heart won't feel the same. Till then I'll rest, I'll do my best, and hope someday this hurts less.
I wake up to the same old silence. Your side of the bed still cold. I check my phone like it might change, like your name might show. I tell myself I'm getting stronger, but nights still feel the same. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but it still hurts your name. I replay every conversation, every word we never said. I carry all these memories heavy in my head. I'm tired of missing you, tired of loving ghosts, tired of holding on to someone who already let me go. I'm tired of missing you like you're still mine. I'm exhausted from the hoping that you'll cross my mind. Your pictures feel like strangers now, but I still know your smile. I walk past all the places where we stayed a while. They say time heals the broken, but time just moves along, leaving me with all these feelings that don't know where they belong. I try to keep myself busy, try not to fall apart, but every quiet moment still points back to my heart. I'm tired of missing you, tired of what we were, tired of turning every love song into something that hurts. I'm tired of missing you more than I should. I'm learning how to let you go, but it's harder than I thought it would. Maybe missing you is habit, maybe it's all I knew. I gave my days to loving you, forgot to love me too. If letting go is healing, then I'm trying my best, but some nights still feel like you're here, pressed against my chest. I'm tired of missing you, but I still do. I wish my heart would listen to the things my mind knows are true. I don't need you to come back, I just need peace. I'm tired of missing you, I just want relief. I'm tired of missing you, but I'll survive. I'll take these broken pieces and rebuild my life. One day I'll wake up stronger and you won't cross my mind. I'm tired of missing you, but I'll be fine. I'm tired of missing you, but I'm learning how to let you go. Thought I'd break the moment you left, that I'd fall apart, forget myself. I waited for the tears to drown me, for the silence to completely own me. I packed your words inside my chest, every I tried, every my best. I blame the nights, I blame the truth. I never thought I'd survive losing you. I counted days, I counted pain, every memory called your name. But something changed inside my heart when I finally faced the dark. Losing you wasn't the end of me, it wasn't the death you said it'd be. I cried, I broke, I bled inside, but I'm still standing, still alive. Losing you wasn't my final fall, it was the truth I couldn't call. I loved you more than you ever knew, but losing you was losing me too. I stayed too long in maybes and whys, held on to hope built on lies. You walked away so easily, like my heart
heart was just a memory. I learned the sound of empty rooms, how love can fade without a bruise. You taught me how to say goodbye, even when you wouldn't try. I replayed us 1,000 times, searching for a different sign, but every answer led me here to letting go of all that fear. Losing you wasn't the end of me. It wasn't the pain that buried me. I shook, I screamed into the night, but I still found my will to fight. Losing you wasn't my collapse. It was the freedom in the cracks. I loved you deep, I loved you true, but losing you wasn't losing me too. I thought love meant I had to stay, even when I faded away. I forgot my worth, my name, just to keep you from the pain. Now I see what love should be. It doesn't cost your sanity. If I had known what I know now, I'd still choose me somehow. Losing you wasn't my goodbye. It was the start of a new life. I carry scars, I carry truth, but I don't carry you. Losing you wasn't my defeat. It taught my heart how to breathe. I loved you once, I always knew, but losing you wasn't losing me too. So here I stand, stronger than before, not waiting by your door. I lost a love, I found my view. Losing you wasn't losing me too. I didn't plan to fall this deep. It started small, you felt like sleep. A quiet place, a safe goodbye from all the hurt I tried to hide. You spoke so soft, you held me close, like I was something you'd protect the most. I gave you trust without a fight, believed your love was right. I ignored the signs, the shaky ground, every silence, every doubt. I thought love meant staying strong, even when something felt wrong. Loving you was easy, letting go is hard. You were the light I ran to, and now you're just a scar. I gave you all I had, every piece of me. Loving you was easy, you leaving wasn't kind to me. We laughed like time would never end, like pain was something we'd outrun. But slowly you stopped looking back, and I was loving for the both of us. I stayed when words began to fade, when forever turned into someday. I learned how to pretend I'm fine while breaking every night. With all my hand but not my heart, we were falling apart in the dark. I begged for truth, you chose delay, and silence said what you couldn't say. Loving you was easy, trusting you was too. One day your name won't hurt like this. One day I'll breathe and not miss the girl I was when I believed that loving you was all I'd need. The room was quiet, louder than before. Your words felt distant, drifting to the floor. You said you needed space to breathe, but I felt us slipping silently. I traced the cracks inside your eyes, where all our forever slowly died. We used to feel unbreakable, like love could never bend. But something changed between our hands, and I could feel the end. That was the day love felt fragile, like glass about to break. One wrong word, one deep silence, and everything would shake. We were holding on to pieces, afraid to let them fall. That was the day love felt fragile, and I felt it all. We laughed like nothing was wrong, but our smiles didn't last that long. Every touch was careful now, like we were scared to hurt somehow. I held my breath in every kiss, wondering if you still felt this. You stopped saying my name out loud, like it meant too much to say. I felt the distance growing wide with every step away. That was the day love felt fragile, so thin, so easily torn. I saw goodbye in your eyes even before you were gone. We tried to save the moment, but the moment couldn't stay. That was the day love felt fragile and started slipping away. Maybe love isn't meant to shatter, maybe we just held it wrong. I gave you all my patience, you gave up when it got hard. I don't blame you for leaving, or myself for the pain. I just miss the way love felt before it changed. That was the day love felt fragile, but it was still real. Even broken-hearted love is something you can feel. I'll keep the memories gently, I won't let them fall. That was the day love felt fragile, but I loved you through it all. That was the day love felt fragile, but it didn't disappear. It taught me how to hold on, and when to face my fears. I'll love again with open hands, but stronger than before. That was the day love felt fragile, and I learned what love is for. Some loves don't last forever, but they change you all the same. That was the day love felt fragile, and I remember its name. was quiet, but you're loud in my head. Every word you said, every tear I bled. I try to sleep, but the silence stays, repeating you in 1,000 ways. Your jacket's gone, but your scent remains. Like every corner whispers your name. I tell myself I'm finally free, but freedom doesn't sound like peace. I walk these streets we used to know. Every step feels like I'm walking slow, trying to outrun what we became. But love still answers when I call your name. It's the echo of your name in every song, in every rain. I let you go, but you still stay in the spaces I can't escape. I'll scream inside, but nothing changes. My heart still breaks the same old way. Even silence calls your name. It's the echo of your name. I packed our photos in a box, but memories don't listen or stop. I smile now when people ask, but healing is just a fragile mask. You promised me you'd never leave. Now you're the ghost that won't release. I loved you more than I should have done. Now I'm learning how to be the one. Every night I swear I'm done, but grief still wins when day is gone. I trace your letters in the air like love is something still right there. It's the echo of your name in every dream, in every flame. I moved on, at least I say, but my heart knows I'm still afraid. I breathe you in, I push you away, still feel you in the words I say. Even silence calls your name. It's the echo of your name. Maybe one day it won't hurt like this. Maybe I'll learn how to truly miss, without the ache, without the pain. Just a memory, not a chain. If love fades slow, then let it fade. I'm tired of fighting what remains. I'll close my eyes, I'll face the truth. I can't erase loving you. It's the echo of your name, and it's getting softer every day. I'm still here, I'm learning how to live without you somehow. I won't forget, but I won't stay in the shadows of yesterday. Even silence ties with time. So will the echo of your name. One day this room will feel like mine. One day your name won't take my breath. Till that I'm healing broken ways, listening to the echo fade. I smile in pictures, filters on, like nothing's wrong, like I moved on. They double tap, they say I glow, but they don't see what I don't show. I choose the light, I hide the mess, crop out the nights I couldn't rest. My feed looks fine, my life looks whole, but pain doesn't fit the frame I post. I learned to bleed behind the screen, to keep it cute, to keep it clean. Some truths are easier to hide when everyone's watching from outside. This is the pain I don't post, the tears that never make it close, the words I type then just erase, the parts of me I can't replace. I share the highs, I fake the hope, but I don't show the nights I broke. This is the pain I don't post, the most honest part of me, almost. They say you're strong, you're doing great. If only they could see my face when the lights are off, the phone's away, and all my thoughts begin to stay. I scroll past love, I scroll past us, pretend it doesn't hurt this much. I laugh online, I'm doing fine, but healing doesn't happen in real time. I don't explain, I don't reply to messages asking why. Some things don't need a caption, they just need time. This is the pain I don't post, the quiet weight I carry close, the empty bed, the missing calls, the way I still feel everything fall. I share the smiles, I wear the pose, but never show how deep it goes. This is the pain I don't post, the truth I keep the most. Maybe one day I'll tell the truth without a filter, without proof, but right now I just need to breathe and let the hurt belong to me. Not every wound needs to be seen, not every cry belongs on screens. Some healing happens slow and low, in places no one gets to know. This was the pain I didn't post, but I survived it almost whole. I'm still here, still learning how to live with less and feel it now. I don't need likes to feel I'm real, I don't need proof to know I heal. This was the pain I didn't post, and I'm stronger than they know. So if I'm quiet, that's okay. I don't owe the world my pain. Some stories aren't meant to show. This was the pain I don't post.
The room is empty, but your shadow stays. I hear the echoes of our better days. The laughter fades, the pictures lie. I'm left with questions, no reply. We spoke in love, we fought in pain. Now silence fills the space we claimed. The bed is cold, the nights are long. I hum the tune of a broken song. I thought time would heal, but it only taught that love can leave what's
name still lingers in my mind, a gentle ghost I can't leave behind. I smile at strangers, I carry on, but inside the melody's gone. We said forever, we said we'd stay, but forever never came our way. Now I'm learning how to face the truth, that love can vanish, leaving proof. I close my eyes and see your face, I feel the warmth of our embrace. Even though it's gone, it still remains a soft ache that never went. The silence after love is louder than any words could be. It's in the way I breathe, it's in the emptiness surrounding me. I keep your memory close, even though I hear it's the most. The silence after love is all that's left of you and me. Maybe time will make it fade, maybe peace will find its way, but for now I'll hold the space where we once loved, where you erased. Some love leaves a quiet scar, a melody that never departs. I carry you in whispers and sighs, in the silence that never dies. The silence after love still speaks louder than words ever could. It's in the way I heal, it's in the shadows where I stood. I keep your memory close, even though it hurts the most. The silence after love is all that's left of us. So I'll breathe through the quiet and let the pain speak. The silence after love is the song I keep. We burn so bright, we burn so fast. Every moment felt like it would last. But love like ours cuts deep and wide. It leaves no space for fear to hide. We held each other through the storm. We laughed, we cried, we kept each other warm. But even warmth can turn to fire when hearts are fragile and desire is higher. I knew the risk, I knew the pain. Still I choose you again and again. Even if it broke me in two, even if losing you was true. We loved until it hurt. Every touch, every word. We soared so high, we fell so far. sleepless nights, every fight, every whispered fight. We thought love would carry us through, but love sometimes doesn't know what to do. You walked away with quiet grace, left me alone in our shared space. But I keep the echoes of our flame, even when nothing feels the same. And though we fell apart that day, I still feel you in every way. We loved until it hurt, every moment, every word. Even though it broke our hearts, I'll remember how it sparked. We gave our the pain and the light, keep our love in my quiet nights. We loved until it hurt, and that love will always stay. You walked into my life so quiet, like you didn't plan to stay. But somehow you became the reason I looked forward to each day. You never saw the way I watched every smile, every move. You thought you were just passing time, but you became my truth. I never asked for too much, never wanted to scare you away. So I hid my heart in simple words and hoped you'd feel the same. You meant more than you knew, more than I ever showed. You were the place I ran to when I felt alone. I never said it out loud, I thought you already knew, but loving you was deeper. You meant more than you knew. You talked about your fears and dreams like I was just a friend. But every word you shared with me pulled me closer in. your silence, learned your smile, learned the sound of your pain. While you were free to walk away, I was already changed. I smiled when you said her name, like it didn't break me in two. I told myself I'd be okay if happiness meant you. You meant more than you knew, more than I could explain. You were the calm in my chaos and the cause of my pain. I never crossed the line, never asked you to choose, but every part of my heart knew. You meant more than you knew. Maybe it's my fault for feeling too much, for loving someone I couldn't touch. I stayed in the space between hope and reality. If I disappear from your view, just know it was never untrue. I just had to save my heart from breaking silently. You meant more than you knew, and I'm learning to let that go. Some loves aren't meant to be spoken or ever truly known. I'll carry you quietly in the things I don't say. You meant more than you knew, and you always will, in a way. So if you ever feel a quiet ache, like someone loved you through and through, that was me learning to move on from loving you the way I do. You held my hand like you meant it, said my name like it was home. We talked about forever like it wasn't made of stone. I memorized your heartbeat, every laugh, every scar. I didn't know and almost could still break my heart. We were standing at the doorway, but you never crossed the line. I gave you all my patience, you gave me half your time. You were my almost, my maybe, my not quite, my what if every midnight, my wrong but felt so right. You were my almost, so close it felt so real. I loved you like forever, but you loved me just until I kept your words like promises. You kept your distance too. Every time I reached for you, you said you didn't know what to do. I blame myself for wanting more, for needing something true. I didn't see the warning signs, I only saw you. You said I deserve better, but you never let me go. You held and I was your maybe. I saw the future in your eyes, you only saw today, please. I tried to hold us together while you pulled away. You were my almost, and that's why it still hurts today. You were my almost, the one that got away. Not because we didn't love, but you couldn't stay. I'll stop blaming my heart for loving you the most. You weren't my forever, you were my almost. I let you go with quiet tears, no anger,